right, welcome. ZASLOW Show 2.0. It is a Friday, the 9th of December. Good to have you aboard as we are rolling toward the weekend. Everybody's weekend about to get started. You know the way it works as we wrap up week number 6, I believe, of ZASLOW Show 2.0. I'm so grateful for everybody making it happen. Our listeners, of course, you guys are the most important. Can't do any of this without you guys. Make sure you like, you rate, you comment, however you're listening to the show or watching. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ZASLOWShow. Make sure you do all that good stuff for the algorithm, and then I get all the monies. Thanks to our sponsors through 6 weeks. Thanks to our soon-to-be sponsors. I love you guys too, all right? I'm excited to have you aboard when you're ready. And if you're looking to get involved with ZASLOW Show 2.0, you go to the Twitter page @ZASLOW Show. You can see on my bio there, I got the email for advertising. You send me an email. If it works for you, we'll see if it works for us over here, and we'll get something figured out, and we can be partners, and then I love you long time. All right, so we got a fun Friday show, and of course, ZASLOW Show 2.0 is always presented by Anidjar and Levine, accident attorneys. If you have any kind of personal injury you're dealing with, an accident, car accident, bike, motorcycle, slip and fall. I don't know what the accident was, but if you're dealing with an injury, I gotta send you to Anidjar and Levine accident attorneys because I trust them. Look, Mark Anidjar, Glenn Levine, Ellie Anidjar. I'm not sending you over there someplace that I don't know. I'm not sending you over to some place that's not going to be able to get you the money that you deserve. While you heal, while you rest up, while you get healthy and you get better, let them take care of all the extracurricular stuff. You take care of yourself, they're also going to take care of you. You'll get a lawyer on the phone right when you call them. 800-747-FREE. That's 800-747-3733. All right, so we got a lot happening here. By the way, see, I got my hat. That's right, Johnny Cuba. It's Friday, which means we're going to be spending time outside. ZASLOW Mansion patio. I got my feet in the water. Got a little nice sun shelf. I got my feet in the water. And I'm sitting right there, and I got a 6-pack of Johnny Cuba. All right, that's right. I got the hat right there. You can get your gear, too. Johnny Cuba, it's a lifestyle, European roots of the Caribbean soul. Start your weekend. Come on. When I get done with the show today, you know what I'm doing. A refreshing German lager in a can. You can pick up a 6-pack right now. Sedano's, Presidente, Winn-Dixie. Got holiday specials right now all through this holiday season on 6-packs, all right? Johnny Cuba, don't forget the mantra. Stay tranquilo. That's a good-looking hat right there. All right, anyway. So, we got a lot happening here. And we got a fun show. We're going to talk to Raja Bell today. My pal Raja Bell, former NBA veteran. He's going to join us on the show. Talk some NBA. We'll talk to me. Got to talk to him about load management. You know I'm angry about the load management. We're going to talk to Jamie Eisenberg, CBS Sports fantasy football expert. You know he joins us every Friday. Used to be Thursdays. That was on ZASLOW Show. This is ZASLOW Show 2.0. Jamie Eisenberg joins us on Fridays on ZASLOW Show 2.0. So he'll get us the fantasy football help. He'll get us the tips. You got the Heat and the Panthers. I got to get to that. But first, I may as well start with the Thursday Night Football last night. Didn't see the whole game. Watched a lot of the second half. It seemed like a real shitburger of a game. It's 16-3 until the middle of the fourth quarter, and it becomes 16-10. All kinds of penalties, stupid penalties, holding or pass interference. You got unsportsmanlike conduct. Seemed like a chintzy call. And Baker Mayfield leading a 98-yard drive. Penalties helped in a major way, but leading a 98-yard drive, seconds remaining, wins it for the Rams, the world champion, but the lowly Rams. 17-16 essentially ends the Raiders being a feel-good story the last few weeks. And the Baker Mayfield, who didn't start the game, he came in after one series, didn't start the game. He kind of saved his career last night. You know, Baker Mayfield plays the whole game and does nothing. 3 points they got. Game's almost over. And it was, same Baker Mayfield. Like, he sucks. And leading that comeback very late in the game, he made some big throws. I'm not saying, you shouldn't feel any different about Baker Mayfield today than you did last night. But he did kind of save his career, at least for the time being. Because, I don't know, I watched the finish of that game. I kind of felt good for Baker Mayfield. And he was super pumped. I mean, obviously, because he knows, I kind of saved my career tonight. I'll live to see another day. So, A game that has no consequence on the playoff picture. Yeah, not a good game, but yet a fun finish there. And the Rams get the 17-16 victory over Josh McDaniels' Raiders. There you have it. Also last night, so why didn't I see most of the game? Well, number one. Oh, okay, so here's what happened. Yeah, the Heat and Panthers both playing at the same time last night. And so, all right, I'm going to record both games and watch them when I get home because my son's got soccer, right? Weston Select U14 boys. We finished the regular season last week, 8-2-2. Great record. Clinched a playoff spot coming up at the end of the spring session. And Miami Classic tournament began last night. It's being played in Hialeah and Kendall. We were in Hialeah last night. So Miami Classic tournament, really good competition. This is a tough tournament. Really good competition. And my son's a goalkeeper. And they went out there and they kicked some ass. They won 4-0 last night. Really proud of all the boys. 4 different goal scorers as well. That's always fun. My son, clean sheet, made a total of probably 5 or 6 saves for the game. 2 or 3 of them were big saves. So he did a terrific job out there. Clean sheet. That's how you get a tournament started. So congrats to the boys out there. Weston Select U14. They get the win last night, 4-0. We're off today. Back at it in Kendall tomorrow afternoon and then Sunday morning. And then hopefully everything works out and we make it to the championship. And that would be Sunday night during Dolphins Chargers. I hope that's a problem I have, actually. But we'll see. So you got to give it up for Weston Select U14 boys. Excellent start. Really proud of all those boys. But as a result, so the game was at 7:30 last night, which is the same time as the Heat and the Panthers playing. So I'm going to record the Heat game. Okay, fine. I can't record the Panther game. Of all games, this is one of the games that's on ESPN Plus. And I get ESPN Plus, that's no problem. And I could watch the game on ESPN Plus on my phone while I'm at the soccer match, but I'm not trying to not watch the soccer match. So I wasn't going to be able to watch the Panther game. Like there's no way to record it on the app. I wish there was some way that you could do that. But I asked the question on Twitter last night, and some of you guys were very helpful, and you sent me messages that the game's available on demand. So like after the game's over, you can go back and watch it. Although also apparently when you put the game on, if it's at a certain point in the game, like second or third period, someone tweeted to me. You could tweet at me at ZASLOW SHOW always. And I could hit the rewind button. But the problem with that is, and I tried that when I got home. The problem with that is, and I don't want to know the score. I don't know what's happening. It defeats the whole purpose. The problem with that is I put the game on, and then if I accidentally see the score when I'm hitting the rewind button, it's over. And that's exactly what happened. I clicked it, and before I could hit the rewind button, I saw it was early in the third period. The Panthers were up 5-1. It's like, all right. So there's 17 minutes left in the game. I'll just watch it from here on out. I didn't see any goals. They won 5-1. Really happy about that. Matthew Tkachuk scored, and you had a couple of the new guys who came up from the AHL because of injury situation with Hornquist and with Gudis and Lundell, and they scored as well. Bobrovsky clearly did a good enough job, and that Spencer Knight's apparently sick. Come on, get well soon. And how about Sasha Barkov? He was out this last road trip. He had pneumonia. So glad to see Barkov back. I know he had at least 1 assist last night. Maybe he had a pair. So Panthers win last night. And obviously I'm really pleased with that. And they'll continue tomorrow. They're playing at Tampa Bay. Maybe that'll be a big game, not a big game. I'm not going to spoil it for you. No spoilers here. It's a good-looking hat, by the way, this Johnny Cuba hat. You see what I got going on here if you're watching on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ZASLOW SHOw. A good-looking hat. All right, anyway, so I had that ruined for me. I was only able to see the third period of the Panthers game, the Heat game. All right, I'm recording the Heat game. No problem. I'm going to get home and be able to watch the Heat game. I've been avoiding the score. I'm not checking my phone during the soccer match. The other parents know. They know not to tell me the score to the Heat game, if we got a match going on. Okay, good. I get in the car. I put on my radio. Now, NBA radio, I'm a big listener of SiriusXM NBA radio. NBA radio is on, and little did I know, NBA radio last night was carrying the Heat and Clippers. Now, okay, fine. So I put it on. It's Heat and Clippers. I can recognize and change the channel right quick. No problem, right? Except on the screen, it has the score of the game. Clippers 65, Heat 64, third quarter. I'm like, God damn it. I've done such a good job avoiding it. I get in the car, and the first thing I see is the score on the screen here. So that was really annoying, too. I obviously turned it off at that point, and I only saw the second half of the Heat game. So I'm not going to watch the first half when I know the score early in the third quarter. So I picked up the game from early in the third quarter on. Good job by the Heat last night. I think the big takeaway is Bam Adebayo is on a tear right now. You love to see it. Jimmy Butler, 10 for 12 last night. Tyler Hero struggled a little bit from the floor. Kyle Lowry sat out because if you play a lot, you have to then rest. You got to sit out. So the Heat, you don't get much from their bench. The Heat bench absolutely stinks, but they wind up with a big fourth quarter. Tight game, big fourth quarter. They get enough stops. You get big baskets late. Excellent job there by the Heat. You wind up snapping that little losing skid there, and they improved to 12 and 14. I don't have a whole lot else on the Heat for you last night. Not because I didn't see the first half, but just because it is what it is, all right? You win a home game against the Clippers, who are minus Kawhi Leonard. Keep it moving. Win tomorrow. That's back-to-back wins. That has happened before. So there you have it. But Bam Adebayo, by the way, is seemingly in the midst of the best stretch of his career. So that's obviously exciting. Now, before we get to Jamie Eisenberg, CBS Sports Fantasy Football, Dolphins. Come on. This is the game we've been waiting for. Dolphins, Chargers. Now, they played a couple years ago. Remember in Tua's rookie season, Tua and Herbert's rookie season. Herbert was getting all the praise. Everybody knows that. And, Tua, I think it was maybe his, third game that he was starting. All right, there was a lot of hype around that game. But this is not the same Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins kicked the Chargers' ass that game. This is not the same Tua. This is the Tua that's awesome. This is the Tua that's better than Justin Herbert. My son, my 11-year-old son even knows, who, by the way, has been getting really into sports lately, and that's really exciting. But my 11-year-old son, he walks into the kitchen yesterday. They're debating, I think we were watching Speak, Joy Taylor, best girl star of that show. That's on the television. They're debating Tua versus Herbert. My son, he walks into the kitchen and goes, why are they even talking about Tua versus Herbert? Herbert sucks. Tua's so much better. And I'm like, you're right, son. You're such a good son. Tua, Herbert, this Sunday night for everybody to see. Last week was the first big Dolphin game since week 3. This is a big one. This is a big one because the match, you kind of want to end the Chargers season. They're on the outside looking in. And the Dolphins, if they have any chance of winning the division, you have to win this game this weekend. So worst case scenario, you go into next week at Buffalo, Saturday Night Football. A game back, but a chance to take over the division because if you were to win that game, you're tied in the standings, but you would have the tiebreak virtue of 2-0 against Buffalo. So if you win this weekend, and I do believe the Dolphins win, I think it's a 10-point Dolphins win. If the Dolphins win this weekend, you're 2-0, you're a game back of Buffalo with a chance to go 2-0 against them, win the tiebreak, win the division, and potentially, maybe be first place in the AFC. So all of that's on the line. The division is essentially on the line this weekend, or at least giving yourself a chance to win the division is on the line this weekend. Winning the AFC, the chance to compete for number 1 overall in the AFC to bye, is on the line this weekend. And the bragging rights, Tua Herbert. Where are you, Mike Tannenbaum? On my television the last couple years as if you don't suck, telling me that Herbert is so far and away better than Tua. Look at you now. Yeah, you hide under a rock. Show your face. That's also on the line this Sunday. Is Tua versus Herbert? And showing everybody that Tua is going to bounce back from that San Francisco game. Showing everyone that Tua can play big under the lights. Which, by the way, shouldn't even be a discussion. You know how many monster games he played in Alabama? I mean, the first time we saw him, he comes in, Jalen Hurts gets hurt, he throws a bomb for a touchdown in overtime, right? And Alabama wins the national championship. This kid's playing under the lights, big game scenario. That doesn't bother this kid. What a kid. Great kid, Tua. Love him like a son. So, this Sunday night, if you're looking for where you want to watch the Dolphins this Sunday night, I'm not going to be there this Sunday because I told you I possibly have soccer going on. Hopefully I got soccer. My son, if they make the championship of the Miami Classic, then that's what we're going to be doing Sunday night, and I'll be recording the Dolphin game, of course. But if you're looking for somewhere to go, you know where you want to go is Briny Irish Pub, Pompano Beach, all right? BrinyPubPompano.com. You could check out all the specials they have. I can tell you right now, they got live music every single night. Like, for instance, tonight, you come out, you have some dinner, you have drinks at the beach. The Briny Hour, Monday through Friday, is always 4 to 7 p.m. Live music 7 days a week. And you got lots of great local craft beer on tap. Tonight, for instance, you got the Briny Hour, which we know is from 4 to 7 p.m. And you got live music, Walt Rooney, starting at 4 p.m. How about that? Come on. And then you also have 100 Miles Out at 9 p.m. tonight. So you got like a twin bill this evening, all right? Live music 7 days a week. And Sunday night, if you're looking for a place to watch the Dolphins, all right, this Sunday night, Dolphins Chargers Sunday Night Football. They got the NFL, the Sunday ticket as well. Spend the whole day there, all right? BrinyPubPompano.com, world's greatest upscale dive bar. So, very excited about the Dolphins this weekend. Very excited about everything it means. We get to start the show today with a little double dip action as the Heat and the Panthers both win last night. That's been a rarity this year. The double dip is so much better than the double dick punch. Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, we had the double dick punch. No, today we got the double dip as the Heat and Panthers both win last night. And by the way, these 49ers, they can't stop talking. I hope we play them in the Super Bowl. Oh my God, how good would that be? These 49ers can't stop talking. You see Brandon Ayuk. You know, Deebo Samuel was a couple days ago. Brandon Ayuk now. This was from yesterday. Brandon Ayuk, quote, still talking about the Dolphins. Dolphins are in their head. Here's why they're still talking about the Dolphins. Because they know what I've been telling you all week. If Tua is halfway decent on Sunday, through no fault of the 49er defense, if Tua is halfway decent, we kick their ass. And they know that. There's an insecurity going on there with the 49ers where they know that they got lucky. They know this. I mean, they won by 16. You had the fumble recovery at the end. They know. Like it's in their head. Like, damn, I hope nobody finds out. They're like, we got really lucky because Tua wasn't any good and we didn't pressure. And this is what they're all saying behind the scenes. I hope nobody finds out. I hope no one cracks that code. Although I hear that guy ZASLOW, he seems to be on to us. You're damn right. But how about Brandon Ayuk? Quote, I feel like the only dogs on their roster are the ones that came from ours. Well, first of all, Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. did nothing on Sunday. So I don't know about all that. I feel like the only dogs on their roster are the ones that came from ours. All right. When does a team win by double figures, although the score was very deceiving, but when does a team win by double figures and can't stop talking about the team they beat? Especially, it's not a rival. They're not even in the same conference. We're in the head. They know. They know what I've been telling you all week, and they're very insecure about it. They know they got off easy. We let them off the hook. That's what happened there. That's exactly what happened there. Tired of hearing these 49ers talk, man. Very chatty. Very, very chatty, these 49ers. All right, so you know, every guest that appears on ZASLOW Show 2.0 is brought to us by Johnny Cuba. Pick up a six-pack of Johnny Cuba. Hand me a Johnny. I'm going to be sitting outside today as the weekend gets going. I'm going to stay tranquilo. Go pick up a six-pack right now. Sedano's Presidente Winn-Dixie. All right, come on. European roots of the Caribbean soul. You'll thank me later. That's a great-looking hat. All guests on ZASLOW Show 2.0 are brought to us by Johnny Cuba.